Hi beautifuls, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. If today is the first time you're watching one of my videos, welcome to the M Beauty family. My name is Marilyn. So today's video, it will be all about makeup when you're in your 40s and tricks here and there that I do that I want to start building up a series. I was talking to one of my good friends, Enid, and she was asking me how I do my foundations, and we were sharing makeup. Since she's in her 40s and I'm in my 40s as well, we were sharing tips here and there, and she said, why don't you do a series specialized for makeup when you're in your 40s? So this is what I'm doing. I haven't checked if there's any videos just like that, but here I am. Just wanted to give you the heads up. It will be like a series, makeup in your 40s, that I'll be doing here on my channel. If you haven't seen me for a while, I have been MIA. It's just some of you know that I moved from Florida to Connecticut to take care of my mom and my brother, who have some illnesses that they need help. So that's why I haven't been able to upload. I've been just handling doctor's appointments and everything else. Plus we are doing our small studio apartment, and life is crazy, you guys, but I am so excited to be here today filming. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click also the notification bell. That way when I upload a video, you guys will be notified. So if you're interested how to slay your base when you're in your 40s, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is prep your face. Somehow I thought I was filming, and I went all the way to this stage where my eyelids are primed with concealer and my face is pretty much with moisturizer, and I just noticed that my camera was not filming. So I'm going to give you just the steps that I use. First of all, I like to, after I wash my face, first of all, I sanitize my hands because hands are dirty. And you bring a lot of stuff to your face, close to your eyes, and that's how we get sick. But then I mix it up with a estrogen, and this one is from Clinique. This is a clarifying lotion. This is for combination oily skin. My face is normal to oily. I'm normal in the perimeter and oily on the T-zone, so I like to use this one. I let that marinate cook in my face, and then I go straight to the Clinique dramatically different moisturizing gel. It's very important that us ladies in our 40s, we moisturize our face. It is extremely important. Okay, moisturize it. Even though you're very oily, it's very important that you set up a base. Just imagine your face as a canvas, and you want to paint your walls, and you have to just make sure that you prep everything for a perfect canvas, perfect look, perfect color. That's what we have to do as well in our faces. So after that, usually what I do is do my brows, but today, just to make sure that I didn't spend so much time explaining how I do my brows, I just did them off camera. So while this is going, I do my brows, and then after that, I love to use my Versace Rose Gold Elixir, that it looks just like this. And what this does is just smooth everything out, and it gives me just that plumpiness. And I like, in my 40s, I love a dewy foundation. Even though that if I do a matte foundation, I like to prep my face with oils to make sure that I look rejuvenated, and I love these. I know the Versace can be very expensive, but I purchased this with $15 at Sephora, and while I'll do that, then I place my concealer, and that's where I was at that moment when I figured out my camera was not filming. All right, so I like to use this e.l.f. brush just to make sure that I blend my concealer, and I'm gonna do a quick makeup look. Okay, so eyes are pretty much done. I am loving this eye look so much, you guys don't know. So after pretty much my face is already ready for primer. The primer that I've been loving, it's the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and I'm gonna put a picture here in the screen somewhere so you guys can see it. And I've been loving that primer because it just gives you like what it says, the claims. It gives you a canvas, but I don't have $54 to spend on just that, so I go to Sephora and get a sample, and that's what I like to use. You just use the smallest amount. So I like to dig my nail backwards and just give another, like a little scratch-roos, You put it there and you just mix it. I've been seeing videos that the e.l.f. putty primer is perfect for that. So if you would like to get your hands on that, go right ahead. I haven't found it yet in my local stores in the pharmacy area, so I haven't seen it. So I'm gonna have to go to Ulta and try to get it there and see if they have it. But so far, I love me some Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. All right, so all this product primer was on my skin for a while I was finishing the eye look. So I have a face ready for a base. So I've been loving my L'Oreal Infallible long wear 24 hours fresh wear foundation, and then I also have the concealer. But before that, I do have marcations. I have spoken before on my channel to color correct, especially now lately. Like I like to use like some lightweight foundations. I have to color correct, especially here. Somehow when I don't color correct on my mouth area, and then I have some blemishes here and there, I like to color correct now. So I like to use my Eligo Pro Concealer High Definition Concealer, and this is in shade Almond. So I'll be color correcting, not much, just a little bit, just to cancel out the redness, the darkness. So you can, when you're using like a peachy reddish tone underneath your eye, any type of dark marcation that you would like to cancel out, this is what you have to use. So I like to use a more salmon-y shade. If you like to cancel out the redness, then you will use a green one. Down here, and so far, somehow my jawline has been like a little bit more darker. Then I'm going to be using a damp sponge. This one is from Morphe, and I'm just gonna buff this in or blend it in lightly. So, and what we're doing is even it out. All right, so you look completely, now you don't see as much as my underneath darkness. And I'm going to be using the shade 485 from the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation, and I'm going to be dotting this in all over my skin. Then I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe brush, and I'm just going to buff this all over my skin. And then I use my Morphe sponge just to make sure everything looks blended. Now for concealer, I'll be using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear, and this is in shade 370. I'm going to start with my chin. And then what I like to do is go ahead and spray a little bit of my Model's Own One Night Stand. This is a prep and prime. So I'm just gonna moisten my beauty sponge, making sure that it's nice and dampened, since got a little bit dry. Another thing that I consider is very important is to make sure my eye looks so nice and lifted, is go ahead and mesh everything in. And if I leave this, it's gonna look kind of funny. And in our 40s, I just want to make sure that a more mature skin and makeup looks more radiant than anything else, but it's very important that we blend this out. So I'm going to be using the same IT Cosmetic just to blend this area here, because I'll go from light to a darker skin, so I want to have a color in between, and I just want to blend this out. So I don't know if you can see the difference. This looks more airbrush than this if you just keep it with your concealer and not blend it out with the same brush that it has just a little bit more of your foundation. All right, to set the face, my trust and well-loved powders, it will be the Maybelline Fit Me in number 20, and that's in light medium. And some days I like to go with a sponge, but lately I've been loving to go with the e.l.f. and this is a highlight brush, but I use it for underneath my eyes. I just coat the brush and then go on the other side and just spread the product out and take the excess. I'm going to make sure then for underneath my eyes, remember the brush that I use for my eye, I'm going to go straight and make sure that I cancel out any lines. Okay. And wherever I place the concealer, then I'm going to go and run this through. For the rest of my face, I like to use a color that is more like to the shade of my skin. So I like to use the number 30. And this time, instead of a brush, I like to use a little puff. So I like to take some product, kind of tap the excess. I'd rather do it here, that it will go back. And then just make sure that I set the rest of my face. And bring it down, since I say color closer to my skin. Don't like to touch the areas that I had with the other powder until the end. So now whatever I have left, just to make sure that it mesh and it blends, so I have a better distribution of the powder, let's put it that way. All right, at this point, I like to go ahead and spray my face because I want all these powders to go away. Is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, so I like to spritz my face. Because I already have mascara, I'm going to cover my face. I don't want this to be running out since it's not waterproof, so I'm going to make sure that I keep this blended. Okay, while this is almost dry, I'm going to let it dry all the way. So what I'm going to do is starting to work on my lips. So my face is completely still dampened. I'm going to be working with my bronzer. So for bronzer, I'll be using, since I want a little bit more glow today, I'm going to be using this from Pure, and this is the bronzer in Brighten Trio. It gives you everything that you need. So I like to use fan brushes because it gives you like the sculpting that you need. And it has a little bit more of a glow. And then I'm going to bring it to my temples and on the top of the forehead to give me that sun-kissed glow. All right. For highlight, I'll be using the same shade, which it will be this one right here. I'm going to bring it from here all the way down, and then I'm going to do this, arch it, something like that. Look at that glow. Oh, baby. All right. And for blush, I'll be using, I'm going to use this blush, and this is a Luxie Brush 660 Precision Foundation Brush. I'm going to use it for something else. Just going to get a little bit of this. Okay, pretty much done. I'm going to be working under my bottom lashes, so I'm pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face again. Okay guys, so my makeup is done. My face looks fresh. It looks radiant. And this is a more natural look that you guys can use for an everyday wear. I will rock this look anytime. I'm just fixing up my hair, y'all. There you go. And it looks very, like I said, it looks very radiant. It looks youthful, but it doesn't look aged. What is the trick, or what is the most important? It's whatever you use as the preparation for your foundation. That's the goal for me, to make sure that I have an even canvas, so that way when I do my face look and I put my powders and everything else, it will be perfect. Have I had some bad days? Of course, I think everybody has them. If I try to change my makeup routine, I learn. But have been using the same products over and over, and I've been loving my makeup and the way that my face looks. There's some days that I don't want to wear any primers or anything like that, but I make sure that I moisturize my face and I don't use a lot of products. That way that my pores will not be so much shown, because like I said, I'm in my 40s. So I hope you like this video. This is the first of many to come on the series, doing my makeup when you're in your 40s. So I hope you like this video. Comment below if you would like what type of look that you would, if you're in your 40, what type of look you would like to see from me. But I'll see you guys in my next one. Love you. Know that I love you so much. Thank you for your patience while I was not filming. I haven't had any time, but now that I started this series, I am pumped up. Pump it up. I am pumped up in created looks for you. I think the first thing that we're going to do is a detailed eye tutorial in how you could slay your eye makeup when you're in your 40s, because we tend to have a little bit more than in hooded eyes. So God bless you so much. Besos. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also click on that notification bell. That way when I upload videos, you guys will be notified. Also, you can find me on Instagram over under Marylin Morales, and also on Facebook. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.